Somehow I broke the hydraulic reservoir tank on my ZG123 Kubota zero-turn mower. I took a little trip to the tractor place this morning to get a replacement tank, and I also decided to go ahead and do an oil change, so I bought a filter and some oil. Generally, I'm not very good at the mechanical stuff that needs done on the farm, but changing this tank and changing the oil looks like something I can do. The tank is held on with 2 nuts, and the hoses are simple clamps on the bottom. Not a 12, not an 11, yes, a 10. Yes, of course, a socket wrench would have been easier, but I couldn't actually find the correct socket. I am going to lose some fluid when I take these clamps off, but we're going to try to catch most of it in this oil pan. There's one. Oh, there we go. There's 2. We only made a little mess. We'll just put this one on in the reverse order. This one goes toward the rear. Snap, easy peasy. And snap. They go on a lot better than they come off. We'll get those clamps slid back up in place. And we'll get the bolts put back in here. Having the correct socket for that would have made that a lot easier. We need to put in a little hydraulic fluid. It doesn't take much. It says don't top off. There is a fill line on the side of the tank. Let the bubbles come out. Just a little more. Well, that's that. Now we can change the oil. Kubota has given this handy dandy little extension tube for draining the oil. Over on the other side of the motor is the oil filter. We're going to use an oil filter removing wrench to take that off. This is a new filter, and for demonstration, the way this works is that this opens up and slides over the end of the filter, and when you push down on it, it clamps on, and then you can twist. You can use it to tighten simply by turning it around and going the other way. New filters, when you put those on, you take some of the old oil that you catch and you just rub it around that rubber seal. That just helps give it a better seal. They don't take much to loosen. Once that seal's broken, then you can just do it by hand. Make sure you have your oil pan ready. Most oil filters have a threaded part in the middle, and you can tell back here there's this threaded part, and it just goes on like a nut and bolt. Generally, hand tight is enough. So I get it just about there and then an extra little squeeze. Keep in mind, I'm not teaching you how to do this per the manual. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it based on my experience of changing oil and working with simple things like this. Coming back to the other side, we just got to make sure we put the oil plug back in, or back on in this case. They have a nice little clip to keep that safe tucked right in there. According to the manual, it takes 1.8 liters, which is about almost 2 quarts. Just to be safe, I'm going to put 1 quart in, let it rest, put the plug in, test it, and then put more oil in. Definitely still low. Perfect. Bye, honey. Okay, I got fresh oil. I got a good hydraulic tank. I just got to clean up my mess and then mow the yard. I think she took the only set of jumper cables. Nope. Oh, you have got to be kidding me, right, meow. Well, I shut it off, so now I have to jump it again. But here's a great opportunity to say thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me here on the Daddykirbs farm. I'll talk to you soon.